Okay. I see what we doing out here. I see what we doing. True story. Yes, up. Y'all already know that. Coi LeRay. Coi LeRay. Mm, mm, mm. See, the misguided minds of this young world is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's talk about it. True story, no more. Hey, y'all know what I do. Give you that news you can use. And when they run to get that one too. It's your man Phoenix Sunny. Of course, we back like we never left. Keep a few lines like the letter F. You already know that. True story. Dig this though. Topic. Coi LeRay. What you got going on out here, young buck? Hey, we see you. We see you. I see you. New videos popping and all that. You trying your hardest to shake that little backside that you got. You're gonna hurt your spinal cord. You're gonna mess around and hurt your little tailbone, your spinal cord. You're gonna be Mike Tyson. Spinal. Keep on trying to bust that little back that you got. You funny with that. Let me tell you something. This girl in a day, I know she ain't over 25, right? I don't think she's over 25. I could be wrong about that. I'm going to shoot, take a shot in the dark and say she ain't a day over 25. Check this out. Who are these young girls, OGs? Everybody talk about the young dudes that's wild and they need some men to school them and wop the wham, boop, wop the bam, right? Who are these young girls, OGs? Because look at this here, right? Coi LeRay, y'all might have seen the footage. If you haven't seen the footage, I'll leave a link down below so y'all can check that out. Coi LeRay out here twerking on men in the concert. She want to take a page from who that? Janet Jackson and some mo R&B joints that did the little lap dance on stage and whatnot. All right, cool. You trying to use sex to sell. When are we going to realize that when you put out that sexual energy, guess what you're inviting? Sexual energy. So you can't put out sexual energy then be like, hey, I'm a Christian. I don't act like that. I have moral standards and values. When that sexual energy come right back to you. It don't work like that, Chuck. Guess what? You strippers in the strip club, they know regardless of how many times you're going to tell dudes you can't touch XYZ, they know what's going to happen. Why? Because their job is putting out sexual energy. Ain't no way when you putting out that high amount of a sexual energy that the animal instinct don't start to kick in and you start to think about nothing but sexual energy. All that respect and how I should do something properly kind of go out the window. hmm Especially when you're dealing with young minds, young impressionable minds who haven't lived enough probably to make the best decisions morally, because everything is about this. Everything is about this until something go wrong. You can talk that shoot 'em up, bang bang, right? The young boys talk that shoot 'em up, bang bang till something go wrong. Then it's oh man, rest in peace. He was going too soon. Oh, he was such a good dude. Well, if he was a good dude, then he would have done good things. He would have put out good energy. You can't talk about killing and expect and expect violence to not be around the corner for you. You see, it's the same way with these young girls. You can't hop on a man lap using sex to sell. You throwing your little backside on him, about to break your back. He young, you young. You ain't set forth no rules and parameters. See a real OG that was going to do some busting tricks like that at a concert or whatever have you. Guess what they going to do? They'd have made sure to tell that man beforehand, hey, ain't no touching, no feeling. You just sit back and enjoy the ride. Or they would have I'm gonna tie your hands up for this little segment right here. Are you cool with that? Okay, cool. And I'm going to do some sexual type things to you. Are you cool with that? All right, cool. It don't look like that was done. You see, it looked like she just pulled the boy out the crowd, sat him down in that chair, went to popping that little box on him, went to popping that little booty on him, spinal, went to doing that, and then the young boy got carried away. The young boy felt like his lady was doing that to him. He grabbed him a handful of back. Yes, he did. He grabbed a handful of that back because he damn sure ain't grabbed no ass. wasn't no ass to grab. Oh yeah, it was a slight twerk going on, but that was twerking of the back. Yeah, so he grabbed him a handful of back, which in my opinion, that ain't too much into sexual harassment to grab a handful of back. Okay, you were just bouncing on my penis. Okay, you was bouncing all over that thing, and he probably was hurt, trying to take his mind off the pain of them bones popping down on his on hip, her hip bone hitting his hip bone. Yeah, that probably wasn't comfortable at all. I'm pretty sure of that. But man, the young girl got tight. She got tight that he grabbed a handful of back and told her to kick that boy off the stage. Now, you think she learned a lesson? What is the lesson? You think she learned a lesson? I bet somebody else gonna get a lap dance, right? When you try so hard to be recognized, you see, sometimes you can try so hard to be recognized, you can follow the blueprints of a lot of people that done what they did, and you don't realize the things that they had to go through behind following that type of blueprint. You see? So I would from looking at Coi LeRay's videos, a new joint with Nicki Minaj, everything gotta be about the sex, 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 the sex. So we know what we doing. They know what they doing and we know what we doing. Because the older women that are listening to this, these young girls, your daughters are listening to it. They're following them, they're mimicking them. Everything is over sexualized, so you're wondering why men come and the only thing on their mind, the first thing on their mind, the main thing on their mind is how can they get in between your thighs? Guess what? That's the energy you putting out. Ain't nobody talking about no love no more. Ain't nobody talking about talking. Ain't nobody talking about conversation. These girls ain't talking about they want a man who can really hold a good conversation and really teach them something, and somebody that can learn from and grow with and XYZ. That's not it. It's how much money you got, how well you beating up that box. You did. How well you beating up that box, how much of a trick you are. That's what it seemed to be. That's what it seemed to be. So what game are we respecting here? Gotta ask yourself that question. Now, I ain't gonna say the young boy was right for grabbing a whole handful of that girl back without her permission. But what I can say is you got to be careful the energy you put out because it's coming back one way or the other. That's period. It's no different than these young boys when they doing these shows and they talk about all that violent stuff. And now they at the show and there's a dude in the crowd. He want to know if you really about that energy that you putting out, and he want to find out. Now you throwing stuff at you. Now you got to jump off the stage and try to defend your honor, and things will go left. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. Hmm? You get to beefing with a dude on the internet because he talking mess on the internet. You ain't never seen him in real life, or y'all don't even see each other in real life. You can see him and walk right past him because of that talk that's on the internet. Now you see him in real life, you want to squabble, but you ain't know that his man in the back like squabble. Yeah, okay. I'm finna blam blam. Yeah, that's what's going on. I wish you would try to squabble my man. And rest in peace, King Von. We know how situations like that could end up, right? True story. True story. While you out here chasing ops and want to be the big op and you taking the most amount of niggas down and can't nobody see you and you the toughest nigga on the block, guess what? It's always somebody who want to see about that tough dude. Okay? That violent energy, that demon energy that you putting out is coming back to you. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? That demon time go way further than just these young boys out here shooting up shit and talking about how they killing this and taking this, that, the third down. It goes way beyond that, people. It goes way beyond that. We see Nicki Minaj, who is well over 30, working with this young girl, and you think she telling her, hey man, you might not want to just have it be all about the sex, because that once you do that, it has to always be that. They're not going to respect your talent so much. They're going to respect the scene. They're going to respect the show, what they see. And they're not going to have respect there. But that's what they expect. That's not going to be what they respect. That's going to be what they expect. And now you got to keep that same monkey show up. Then when you grow up, you like, man, it ain't all about the money. I want people to see me for my mind. I want people to respect me for how I think about things. And and my morals and principles and how I help the world and things of that nature. I want to be important for something other than just being pretty. You see? Because it runs out. It runs out. It runs out. So, word of advice, if you out here, you trying to do the entertainment thing, you might want to base your platform of talent off of more than just a sexual energy. Because, like I said, once you join that minstrel show, you got to stay in that lane. It's very hard to change lanes after that. Young boys, once you want to be the gangster, once you want to be the, I'm just talking about my life, and I'm just telling you what goes on in my, we know what goes on in your hood, bro. We know what goes on in your hood. We know it's bad in the ghetto. We know all that. So when you telling your story, you better find a way to tell it as if you're not trying to invite some more bull in your life. You dig what I'm talking about? You might want to tell that story in a way that you're not trying to come off as having no regrets about this crazy life that you had to live. At least at the end of the song, when you talk about the shoot 'em up, bang bang, you might want to say, "Hey, I really didn't want to do that," or something. But when you out here like, "Yeah, who next? I shot Timmy. I shot Man, huh? I shot Jose or whoever I slid on him and whooped the wop the band." Guess what? They got mamas. They got, respect got to start somewhere. And when you give respect, you might get some of that back. Now your lifespan could go a little bit longer. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So yeah, shout out to Coi LeRay. I ain't mad at you for trying to go up, do your thing, be an entertainer, get your money. But man, listen, somebody got to sit these young girls down and really give them the bigger picture, because that type of mindset mixed with these young boys' mindset, mixed with them usually being the type that get together, because she ain't gonna get with no college student. She ain't finna get with no dude that go to MIT and yeah, he might make a whole bunch of money and all that. No, he gotta be street. He gotta be street. He gotta have a hard side, and you see what I'm saying, and all that. That's what they want. That's what they want. So what you think these kids is coming out thinking and doing, huh? With this type of energy that's going on, and they're being created by these type of characters. I'm just saying. You knew better, you do better. True story. We already know that. But hey, it's up. Like, subscribe if you're digging the vibe. This is the Corona edition. Yeah, I'm down bad a little bit right now, but I'm glad I had enough breath to be able to bring this to y'all, because I miss my peoples. I can't sit back no longer. I might have to recruit for a while behind this. I need y'all to really get them likes up. Stop playing. YouTube, cut it out. Send my notifications out. I got enough subscribers that I should be getting a lot more looks. So YouTube is saying right now, y'all get them likes up. Help a brother out. Hey, it's free. It don't mean nothing to you, but it means something to me. True story, no more. We be back with another one, though.